Stone Loki. Classic Comics! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Comic Book Roundtable! Oh, hello! Hello there! Greetings, one and all, and welcome to the Comic Book Roundtable. I'm your host, Stone Loki, and with me, of course, are my co-host this evening. No, 24/7 is not here. He had to blow up a building, but we do have the one and only guy who used to own a comic book shop around here, Clobbering Times. How are you doing, brother?
Hey, thanks for having me, buddy. Good to see you. Good to see you, Classic, and all of you fantastic people in the chat. Let us clobber and talk comics and tables.
And tables. Round tables?
I like square tables. I like rectangular tables. I like, oval shaped tables and everything, but there's nothing like a table that is not only round, but has comic books on it. I'm just saying, that's my favorite kind of table. I don't know about you.
Oh, yeah, it's got to have comics on it.
Yeah, I mean, if no comic books are on it, then, what good is it?
That's right. No, absolutely.
You can eat anywhere, but comic books, tables, I don't know. They just go together.
Indeed, they do. And of course, we have a special guest tonight. He's been on this show before, ladies and gentlemen. He was on this show 2 weeks ago. The one and only Classic Comics. Welcome back, sir. How are you doing?
Doing good. Thanks for having me back on. And it's good to be back with both of you.
Hey, man.
It is. It's great. It's great to have you back on here. Cool that you're getting a little bit of a break from the grind and that you get to come back on.
Yeah, definitely. It's always fun being here.
Chris Persia, good evening, Chris, says, what? Clobby owned a comic shop. Next thing you know, a Hobbit is going to run through saying Gary Beegler and D. Bud Martin were also part of a comic shop cabal.
Well, okay, I'll come clean. I didn't own it. I actually stole it. So technically, I stole it. So I some other guy owned it, and I pickpocketed it from him and just ran around. And so you could say in a sense I owned him by stealing his shop.
Hence the term, write it like you stole it.
There you go.
Clobby invented that term. Write it like you stole it. He wrote his comic book shop like he stole it.
I created that like I created everything else.
I've heard that one before.
I created hearing things before, too. I remember when I said, hey, I heard that one before would be a great saying for Loki to say later on a show, so I'm going to create it. Sorry.
Oh, my God. Good evening, Lord Bob. How are you doing, Lord Bob? It's good to see you. Pat S. What is up, Pat S? Good to see you, brother. Asbestos. Good evening.
LT.
Good evening. Guagnar says hello, everyone. Good evening, Guagnar. How are you doing?
Right.
We had Penny. Penny was in here before. She said, driving home from Bible study, but we'll be listening. We will try and keep it PG. I think we can do that.
I think we should have a Bible study roundtable. One of these, a Bible roundtable. Because there is a comic book of the Bible. So.
No shit.
Yeah, in the 70s, DC did one. Joe Kubert covers. It was a Treasury edition. Well, tabloid size, Treasury edition size thing of the Bible. Yeah. No kidding.
They used to have those, Classics Illustrated.
They did some
comics.
And then there was even the picture Bible back in the 70s. They used to advertise those. And I remember I wanted it just because it looked like a comic book.
Chris says Stan Lee might have copyrighted the phrase "write it like you own it," but we all know Jennifer Lawrence was the first to say it.
But I created Jennifer Lawrence. So there.
She was the first comic book hero. She was the first first person in history to play a comic book character.
That's true. Probably. Maybe.
Probably, maybe, most likely,
Not,
definitely
yeah.
not. Marvel released the Life of Pope John Paul II comic.
That's true.
Speaking of Marvel,
Oh, yeah.
I remember
you're gonna.
that.
So I've been. Some people know I collect some odd stuff. I'm like one of those. I'm not like super mainstream. Sure, I've got some stuff. I've got some Batman and Superman and some X-Men stuff. But I really enjoy getting the stuff that not everybody loves. So I got the entire. This is a while back, a couple years ago. I got the entire Dark Tower set in hardback.
Of the comics of it.
Yeah, the comics.
Okay.
The comics.
What
I've
did
got
that
the
get? I
books.
redid those.
I've got
Marvel?
first editions on book 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. The actual novels. I don't have
Okay.
2 and 1. I don't have first editions of the first 2.
Yeah.
But I've got the actual books, the Dark Tower books, and then I've got the comic books. All I was missing was the hardback called Last Shots. It's the only one I was missing. And
Yeah.
so that is running right now. If you look that up, look it up on eBay, look it up on Amazon. There's only a couple places where you can still find a brand new copy. You're looking at around $500 for one little hardback book. And I got really lucky. And the Space Cadet comics, I went in to get these. We just went in to look to see if they had it. I didn't even know she'd have it. And we found these really nice Firefly posters while we were
cool.
there.
Oh, all right.
But she did have it. And I told her, I was like, that's going for like $500 on eBay. And she says, what does it say on the back? I said, well, it's $29.99. She goes, well, that's what I'm going to sell it to you for. And I was like,
Nice.
okay. All right.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Awesome.
Can't beat that, man.
No, you can't beat that. So I'll pull up I think I got the posters.
Yeah, cool Firefly for the new place, huh?
Yes, yeah, for the office. So I sent them to Adega.
Take me where I cannot stand.
Let's see.
I don't care. I'm still free. You know the rest. I need to
So
go back
we
and watch that.
Got that one. That's the Persephone
Stephanie, wow.
Gateway to the Verse. They only made like
Nice.
1,000 of these.
Oh,
So each
man.
one of these is numbered and signed.
It was a great episode.
It's actually in the trunk of the car. Londinium, the past, present, and future of humanity.
Wow.
Let's see. We've got this is really cool because it's a map of the verse,
The verse.
and this is the money.
Oh, wow. Oh, was Nathan Fillion gave a couple of pieces of that to a friend of mine's son. We were at the con we met him at in 2004, or I think it was. He gave him some of those, the purple ones.
Really?
Yep.
The $100 ones?
Whatever. I think they were purple. It's been a while now. I'd have to ask him for sure. I think it was the purple ones. He gave him one or two.
There's 6 of those,
Giving
and then
them out.
there's
It was
6 of
weird.
the 500 ones.
That's great.
And then you've got Serenity Valley.
Wow, the Battle of Serenity, the birthplace of unity.
Oh, and
Nice.
then we've got Visit
Miranda?
Tranquil Miranda.
Oh boy, Reavers.
Reavers. That's right. I ain't messing with no Reavers, Mal. And this
Wow.
is where they train the
The
Companions.
companions. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my.
Hey now.
Hey now.
So we got those. Yeah, that's the last one.
Is that what they train the companions, or is that where they where that companion's house was at. That was an old friend of. Well, it's been so long. Never mind. Whatever it is, I think. Oh yeah, that was in the movie, right?
That's the temple where that temple is where they
Yeah,
train
the
the companions.
temple where it was in
Yeah.
the movie. Yes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Nice.
So those are and
Those are
$100
very
bucks.
cool.
$100
Man, I've never
bucks
seen those.
in the frames. Limited
Nice.
1,000. There's 1,000 of those, and that's it. I don't know about the money. I haven't taken the money out. I haven't opened taking them out of the frames yet. So
You just don't see a lot of Firefly merch. Never really that much. I mean, some, but it took forever before they started doing it at all. But comparatively speaking, you don't see a lot.
and we got a box. We got like a box of magnets too that say all kinds of stuff like shindig and the
love that
curse
stuff.
words.
Goram,
Apparently.
Rut and Goram.
Yeah, and all of that. It's all the Firefly sayings. So it's like this. We only paid $10 for this thing too. It's like a tin, and it's got fridge magnets in it, but it has all the sayings. So you can pretty much
Nice.
put whatever you want up there and make your own saying using sayings from Firefly.
Nice. I like it. Very cool.
That's one of the things I haven't started collecting yet is those comics. I haven't started collecting Firefly comics. I might do that.
Man, there's quite a few of them now. It took forever to start coming out with them. Before, we were starving. We wanted a comic. We wanted a novel. It took forever to do a Serenity novel. And they didn't do books till later. They didn't do that many comics at first, but now they've got quite a few of them.
Yeah.
I stopped. I mean, I wanted to get them all, but now I do have a friend of mine who's got them all, and there are a bunch of them.
I just found out, what was it, yesterday, that IDW is going to be doing a Metal Gear Solid Delta comic. So they did 2 sets of comics. They did Metal Gear Solid and Metal Gear Solid 2. They never did a Metal Gear Solid 3 comic. So this will be Metal Gear Solid Delta is the remake of 3. So it'd be nice. I hope they get the same people. I hope they get the same people that did the first 2 and bring them back and do it again. I want more. I love the Metal Gear comics. So again, weird shit that nobody else wants to
No, I got you.
collect.
IDW's doing weird stuff with Star Trek right now. They've got the license and they've got these they got a regular title that I believe it takes place. It has Cisco coming back. You know what happened to him at the end of Deep Space Nine.
Yeah, of
But he's
course.
come back. He's got a ship. Beverly Crusher and Scotty's on there.
Why?
You mean Scotty came back, right? Well,
Well, yeah,
I haven't
in
read it, but
Relics.
they produced like a 6-page preview of the new one coming out. Then I just
Did
looked
you
at it the
ever
other-
did you ever read the book called Ship of the Line?
No, I've seen it, but I've never.
Okay, so in Ship of the Line, they're making the Sovereign class. They're making the movie, the ship from the Next Gen movies, right? And Scotty works on it. Spock works on it. The Kelsey Grammer captain, the captain that Kelsey Grammer played that went back in time, he works on it, and Kirk works on it. They all the old out of time captains besides Spock, because he's actually that old, they all input different ideas for the Sovereign to make it look more like an Enterprise than the Galaxy class.
How does
That's
Kirk
why
work
it's
on it?
he's the one who
books?
suggested. Yeah, it's like connected to that.
Oh, because I like the ones where Kirk came back. The Shatner books,
Yeah.
the Kirk books is from. Is it
It's
connected
not.
to that?
It's in a way
Whoa.
it's connected because you get a little time with Kirk and his wife, who is the
Taylani.
Klingon. Yeah,
She's in that.
yeah,
That's
she's in that.
connected to, the Shatner books and
The Shatner books. Yep.
No kidding.
She was
know.
like half Romulan, half Klingon.
Romulan.
Yeah, have
Romulan.
Romulan. Well, she's in the DS9 TNG crossover where Worf thinks that his father's still alive. So that's where
the
you
comic?
actually meet her. No, in the series, in the TNG series. So in the TNG series, Worf. This is before Worf goes to DS9. So it's while TNG was still on. Worf gets word that his father's still alive and that the Romulans have him on this Klingon camp.
Yeah.
Right. It was a birthright.
Birthright.
Right.
That's the chick. The chick that Kirk marries is the half Klingon, half Romulan chick from that episode.
Oh, I didn't realize it was the same character.
Yeah, it's the
How
same
can that
chick.
Huh.
Because they must have. I mean, so in the first Kirk book, the second Kirk book, when he came back to life, he meets her later or something.
Yeah, he meets her.
I thought he met her in the first book where it took place in this time period. That's been so long.
Yeah, that's
Ashes,
how
he
I
didn't meet her-
remember it.
He didn't meet her in the Ashes of Eden.
I don't think so.
Leilani?
Hold on. I'll double check. I always thought it was her. I was like, oh, it's the chick that Worf kissed.
No, I'm thinking
It's
you
the
might be
half
right
Romulan.
because I do know that he ends up with her when he comes back to life. See, when
Yes.
he dies in Gibberations, they chronicle that, but in the Kirk books, the first book was the Ashes of Eden. That just is an old story that shows what happens to him during the time of before after Trek 6, I think it takes place. But anyway, then it's framed by a framing sequence at the end. Kirk's body's beamed up. Spock is at his body, seeing it, and it gets beamed up. And I believe the Borg rejuvenate him or something.
Yeah,
Yes.
the
Borg
Borg
had to use
bring
him
him back
Kill
somehow.
Picard, right?
It's
Well,
been so
yeah.
long since I read that book.
The Borg bring him back, but they won't touch Spock because to them he's already been assimilated because he was assimilated by V'Ger.
And they connected to V'Ger, actually.
Yes.
But anyway, in those books, after he, they actually sent him to kill Picard or some kind of Horsaki or whatever. It's been a long time now. It's really good stuff. That one was called Star Trek Avenger. No, The Return. That was The Return.
That was the
Yeah.
Then there was
return.
Avenger. Then there were a couple other ones. But eventually, he was settled into that universe, and I know he and then he married Tilani, right? I think so, maybe.
Yeah, I think it was in the second book. I thought he got together
Okay.
with the whale chick
realized it
after
was that
she
same
discovered
character.
the seventh heaven creep. I don't know about that.
What?
But yeah, he's a
Talking about
weirdo.
Dead of,
Oh, yeah.
the comic book
Dude.
Dead of Honor.
I swear I never saw that coming. I never saw that
What?
coming. That
Who
was
did?
the dad in
Decker,
that
yeah.
show. I'm just like, yeah.
Stephen Collins.
Stephen Collins, what happened to him, dude? What he did?
Right.
I'm just like,
I don't know the whole story.
I don't know. It was like one of those Bill Cosby deals. I was like, no way. There's no way. Not that guy. And then you're like, holy shit. Wow.
I don't know
All
the
right.
whole story, so I just heard it was he got in big trouble, and I want to know.
Yeah, he invented it. See, that's the one of those ones where you're like, damn. No, he invented it and he apologized for it.
Right, but it wasn't the same
So-
thing. Was it the same thing as Cosby, or was just he messed around with a girl that was too young or something? I don't know.
Underage.
Right. No. That's what I'm saying. That's a little bit different from what Cosby did, but I mean, the
Yeah.
messed around with an underage chick or something, and not good. And he's toast. I mean, I don't know if he's in jail or anything, but he's not. He'll never be in anything else.
Mike
why he-
Jeeves said he exposed himself in front of kids.
So, oh my God, is that what it was? Yikes!
Well,
Yeah, well-
what's her name from Voyager did that? Cass, the chick who played Cass?
Yeah, but yeah.
Weird.
Well, he
Crazy.
and her, they weren't big enough to they're not like big enough to outlive it like Kevin Spacey or something.
Holy
Way worse.
shit, man.
Mhm.
That's like, has he gotten anything? Has he
Who?
gotten any kind of job? Spacey. He hasn't done anything.
No, but they haven't done anything to him either.
He's done like some YouTube shit where he's like, if I didn't go down for what I did do, I'm sure not going to go down for what I didn't do. And you're like, damn.
Yep.
Damn. And then someone dies and he's like, do you really think that was me? Like I could be capable? I'm like, uh-huh. Yeah, I do, motherfucker. I do. Holy shit. I don't know, man.
No,
I'm
it's
just
the
like,
Brakes Under Fire. Wow.
so
Oh boy. Oh my. Anyway,
they did the same thing. Really?
I'd heard that one. This is yucky. So
Yeah, no.
I
I don't know. It's the people you never expect. It's the people you never expect that
mean
you
like
never
the
see.
subway guy. Yeah.
God help me,
Jared.
man. You know.
Messed up. And this even happened to guys in comics, believe it or not. I was talking about a guy the other night and reviewing one of his comics, and he's just got out of jail. But he was a comic writer, so yeah.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, I didn't say his name when I was talking about his comic the other night because I forgot that was the one he had written. But I'm like, oh, good lord, that guy, DC comic writer back in the 80s, 90s, just got out of jail for, well, I don't know exactly what. Because every time I hear these stories, and I hear they've gone down for something to do with kids, I kind of I said, I don't want to know the specifics. I got it. They're garbage. To hell with them. I don't want to hear the specifics. I can't listen to it.
Yeah. Well, no, exactly.
I mean,
and it's surprising when you hear stuff like the Seth thing with McFarlane. When you hear like, well, he knew and he tried to tell you, and I'm like, well, just fucking say something. It's like the
I wouldn't listen to him. He put it in his cartoons.
well, yeah, no, and it's like the what's his name? Brad Pitt thing with what's that son of a bitch's name? The movie guy. The one they called God. Weinstein.
That's
yeah.
Mr. Trash?
The Brad Pitt Weinstein thing.
Beat his ass, right?
You hear that Brad Pitt beat his ass. Why did he beat his ass? For what he did to Gwyneth Paltrow. What did you do to Gwyneth Paltrow? Oh, he spooged all over her shoes in like a fucking restaurant. And Brad Pitt finds out about it and kicks the shit out of him. And nobody thinks...
He got away with it because he's Brad Pitt.
Well, I'm not talking about Brad. I'm talking about Harvey.
Well, no, he still... he also got kind of away with it for a long time until, finally they got it.
Because think of how long ago it was that Brad Pitt was dating Gwyneth Paltrow.
It was, what, 90s?
That was in the 90s.
And again, I read what I mean by him getting away with it is let some nobody kick Harvey Weinstein's ass and see what happens to him.
Oh yeah. No. And Harvey was never going to do anything to Brad Pitt. But Brad Pitt went back and worked with him. So when all this shit that happens and then people are like, oh no, you'd never hear that happening again, or we never knew. Nobody knew. Sure you did. You knew for a long freaking time.
Yeah,
sure you did.
When these things come out, you always find out that, people knew what was going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the chick that's working for Lucasfilm now. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, she's stable. Perfect for Lucasfilm, right?
Oh yeah. Well, Disney's gonna burn. Disney's gonna burn, and everything's gonna burn around it, and they're gonna be like singing their own praises and blowing smoke up each other's ass as it's burning to the ground. So.
Yeah. Well, Warner's trying to keep up with them because they got a movie coming out in a couple of weeks, and this dovetails back into sort of comics. Are either one of you going to go see the Bat Flash?
No, nope. I will not see it. I'll sit my ass right here on my desk and watch it, but I'm not going to go and pay for it. I'm not going to pay for it. I said I wasn't. I'm not. I don't like Ezra, and I don't give a shit if he's trying to make amends for what he did or any of that other shit. I do not like him. And the more people come out and are like, no, we're doubling down with Ezra and we're going to keep him and we're going to do this and we're going to do that. And the more people compare that to, what's his name? Robert Downey Jr. The more I'm like, he is not Robert Downey Jr. No. Oh, but Robert Downey Jr. got the chance to play a role while he was in prison. Well, there's the difference. He went to prison. He didn't go to fucking.
Did he do anything horrible to anybody though?
No, it was drug related.
Yeah,
he didn't do anything horrible to somebody.
He was coked out, and he refused to take a drug test. When they hit him with a random drug test, and he said, "I'm not doing it," and they threw his ass in prison for violating his his parole agreement or whatever.
He wasn't doing anything that half of Hollywood was doing.
Right, as opposed to Ezra, who hurt people, did horrible. I mean, it's just a monstrous little piece of garbage. So. Yeah. So it's not even close. And but if Ezra Miller were the nicest guy in the world, he was just the sweetest dude ever. He's not Barry Allen. I still hate his casting. His casting still sucks, Zack Snyder. And I would still go, why would you cast him? Yeah,
Well, he's not even. He doesn't even act like Barry. He acts like Wally.
more like Bart. If you think about it, he's more like
Yeah,
a
Bart.
type. Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
I'm not the big Wally guy. Wally always be Kid Flash to me, but he's certainly not Barry.
No.
No,
Yeah.
no.
I'm gonna go. I have a buddy of mine. We go to all the superhero movies together, and I take him. Kind of worried about him, so we go no matter what. But yeah, he's already told me I gotta go. Yeah, all right. Maybe the last half of it. People say the last half is pretty good. At least I don't know. I'm questioning that personally, but I got to sit it through an hour of Ezra Miller. The last half better be good.
2 Ezra Millers.
Two
Yeah,
Ezra's Miller.
Yeah, double the Ezra. Jesus God, why?
Twice
Come
the
on,
Tard.
man. Oh, I can't stand him.
What the hell were they thinking? Like, let's put another Ezra Miller in the movie.
People like Ezra so much. Let's put him in. Let's put him in for hours. Well, let's make hours of Ezra. Yay, better than Ezra. Ever hear that group? Thank you, Ray. Ray. Oh,
Let's
man.
bring in an alternate universe version of Mira too, so we can have 2 Amber Heards.
Oh God. She's not. Is it true that Nicolas Cage is in this thing?
Yes.
Yeah, apparently the director has said that he's going to have a cameo.
That was his dream to work with Nicolas Cage as Superman, and they made sure that happened because
It's almost funny, Ray. Thank you, Ray. I get into too much trouble with my Snyder bashing, but I'm still going to keep doing it forever.
You remember Snyder Bot that showed up, Ray? We had a Snyder Bot that showed up one day challenging Clobby, telling Clobby he didn't know what he was talking about, and saying that Henry Cavill
will be making a Superman movie. Right?
Yes, and that Snyder was going to direct it.
I'm telling you, and you're going to like it. I understand you didn't like the other one, but you're going to like it. Like, he was sure, man. I'm like, really? What was it, like the next week he was out?
That was probably one of those people who's insisting that Netflix is going to buy the Snyderverse and keep it going.
Never going to happen.
They still believe it, some of them.
It's never going to happen.
Yep,
so there are people out there that are like, why not? Why isn't it going to happen? This is the smartest thing for Warner Brothers to do, is to loan out the ability to do the Snyderverse while they just go on and do whatever. No, because they don't want direct competition, and they don't want people to see how dumb they are and the dumb decisions they make.
Well, speaking of, have you heard about some of the ideas that Snyder had? That like the Greek gods were going to turn out to actually be Kryptonians. And
that's not a bad idea.
Therefore, like, Wonder Woman's like part Kryptonian.
That's not that bad of an idea. Okay, think about it. Think about it like this. Okay, so they kind of toyed with that in Smallville. That Earth was kind of like a go and get your shit straight world for the Kryptonian elites, and a place where they would banish people before they had the Phantom Zone. Here, go to Earth, be a god. They did. There were ancient Kryptonians that ruled Earth in the past. It's not that bad of an idea.
So
now, do I
Snyder's
think?
Idea, then, is what you're saying.
No, it wasn't Snyder's idea. Now, I don't think Wonder Woman should be a Kryptonian, but it would be an easy way to kind of tie some stuff together and be like, well, the reason why you can't do this and you can't do that, and why kryptonite doesn't affect you and yada yada yada, is you evolved on Earth instead of evolving on Krypton.
David Glenn would rather watch 3 hours of Grace Randolph reviews. I don't know what he's referring to. Oh, he's talking about the Flash. Yeah, I think I would have to go with. I have to agree with you on that one. The only thing that works from Snyder will be an Affleck franchise connection type movie and a Henry Real Superman movie. Yeah, I mean,
they never gave Affleck a chance. They never gave Affleck a chance to be Superman.
But if Snyder, I hate the idea about the Greek thing, but if Snyder was connected to anything, it's all automatic drivel for me. I mean, it's dead. It's DOA with him connected. For me personally, maybe not. Obviously, some don't agree. However, Grace Randolph is a delight, and I hope she's in the Flash movie with Ezra Miller the whole time.
See, and this is Lord Thoth says, Loki, that is an awful idea. I'm just saying that it's not the worst idea I've ever heard of. It's not the worst idea. And what you got to remember is none of this matters. Okay? When you're talking about, and this is the way, just the way it works. None of this story, none of this is canon. It will never be canon, and they can go back over it and erase it anytime they want to. Just look at the Marvel movies. Look at what they're doing to the Marvel movies. Look at what they've done to the past. They've made them all irrelevant. They've made everything they did in the past irrelevant. They've gone back in time and made Cap irrelevant. They can do whatever they want to. None of it matters. None of the Snyder stuff matters. None of those movies matter. Why? Because they're going to go back and they're going to erase everything. And you know what? I'm going to cheer when they erase Kal-El standing there and letting his father die from a fucking tornado when all he had to do was super speed there, super speed back, and no one would have ever noticed shit.
They're not going to erase that. They're just going to act like it never happened, which it didn't.
Yeah. Because Superman never came there. So Paul Kent's never going to die in a tornado accident, a freak accident, or anything like that. Because they're not going to be there because he's not going to be arguing with Clark. Clark didn't take, an hour to get out of the shower because he was super pumping it that morning. So they're never there when the tornado hit. So no cyclone kills Jonathan Kent and he's still alive. I will at least cheer for that. At least that never happened and got erased. Everything else.
From what I hear, by the way, it's from what I hear, we should probably find out from people who have seen The Flash when the movie stops being about what's his face. I think it's like a half through, stops being about Ezra, and you get to go in and just watch the Batman and the non-Supergirl character. At least it's got to be better than watching Ezra Miller double for like an hour, whatever. I don't know. But you can show up late, man. You get your popcorn. You don't have to go in right away.
Pat S. says, I hope the writer's strike lasts a year and Warner and Disney die on the vine.
So do I. Let them die.
Marvel and Disney still have the parks. So they can make money off of parks. That'll at least keep them in fucking chewing gum and Cokes for the next couple of years.
Yes, sir. Yes.
That's the problem. Pop says, preach. This is the number one problem with all of entertainment. That's why Eric July noted he wasn't going to do multiverse cheat and promise continuity.
Good. Yeah.
I said something a long time ago. I said, what's the first thing to go in Rome? What drives everything crazy and kills Rome? The death of the Colosseum. When people don't have somewhere to go and let all that out, they turn around and they take it out on everybody around them, including their government. Take our entertainment, ruin our entertainment, flush it down the toilet, make it to where you can't drink beer, because if you drink a beer, guess what? You're going to grow a penis, or you're going to lose a penis, or it's going to fall off, or some shit. Make it to where you can't go out and see a movie because it's going to be full of woke ideological bullshit. Make it to where you can't go and work for a company because you don't have the right social status. Just wait. Take away the things people care about and the things people enjoy and watch what happens. Well, DC and Marvel are doing that. They're doing that every day. We've got other places to turn to. What, Clobby, why the hell do you think I like the weird, like, rare shit now? I'm going back and I'm finding stuff I never read before, and it's costing me a pretty penny to do that.
Because there's something good coming out, sure.
The damn Metal Gear books I wanted, that's $600. That's $600 for 24 comics.
Whew.
For 24 comics.
I only read old stuff. I don't really, I mean, I'm sort of like Gary said, I'm kind of just obsessed with Bronze Age comics right now. But yeah, I mean, he's that crazy. He can afford it. He's collecting only Bronze Age comics. He wants to get every Bronze Age comic. I mean, that's a laudable goal, but that'd be incredibly difficult. But yeah, I only read old stuff now. I just can't even get interested in anything new anymore, to be honest with you. I read one or two new things recently, just online. You know, I did go to the store to get them that were kind of okay, but I just can't. Yeah, they did. I don't know. I know that's the old man sitting on the porch, but
Yeah, I'm the same way, man. Most of the comics now, they're not worth reading for the most part. The art is so bad, the writing is so bad. It's just...
Integrity 101 says all three of you guys have no interest in the Flash. I know. I mean, Klobby apparently is going to go see it. I'm pretty sure. I don't want to talk for him, but I'm pretty sure 24, who's not here tonight, he had to blow up a building. Blow that shit up, brother. I'm pretty sure he's going to go see it. Okay, he's going. So he's going to go see it.
Or don't you think? Yeah.
But I'm not. I'll wait till I can. I'll sail the high seas, arg, and watch it in the comfort of my own home without spending any money on it. I've got a popcorn machine. That's all I fucking need.
What about you, Classic? Classic, you think you'll go?
I'm sorry. Say again.
You think you will go see The Flush?
Yeah, I'm probably going to go see it. I'll probably just buy a ticket to something else and then go see it.
There you go. I guess I could get away with that where I go, because when I go at like 3:00 on the first Thursday, every time there's zip, whether it's a Marvel movie or which is my buddy and I have this friend of mine for the past 10, 12 years. He has some handicap problems and stuff. So I bring him to see the new, whether it's a Marvel one or whatever superhero movie we go, usually almost all of them. And we go at 3:00 on that first Thursday it opens, and there's nobody in there. So I guess I could buy a ticket to someone else and something else. I just never really think about it. I figured I'm gonna go sit through it one time. I'll pay them their dumb thing, and then never go watch it. Never watch it again.
I was never a huge Flash fan. I liked the old series, and I guess that's why the series in the 90s, the TV series. And I guess that's why when I heard they were doing a television series, another one on CW, I was like, okay, and they're going to connect it to Green Arrow. I like the first couple seasons of Green Arrow, or Arrow, whatever you want to call it. Okay, I'll check this out. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed those first two seasons. There was a point where I almost got emotional in that first season where he's like, you can do it. The reverse Flash, the doctor, he doesn't even know. You don't even know he's a reverse Flash. You don't know he's the bad guy yet. When he's like, you can do this, Barry. Run, Barry. And he's like, boom. And you're like, yeah. I fucking loved it. I loved it. I loved those first couple of seasons. And then they screwed it up. And they made it all ideologue bullshit, and you're not the Flash. You're not the Flash. We're the Flash. I'm the Flash. I'm the motherfucking Flash. I've had Flash powers for 3 hours, and I'm faster than you, Barry. Bitch.
Oh. Flash doesn't need a Scooby Gang. I mean, I'm a huge fan of the Barry Allen Flash, and have been since I was a kid. I love Jay Garrick as well. Wally, nothing against him, but he was always Kid Flash to me. They're leaving out the Thomas and Martha Wayne storyline of Flashpoint. They are.
I love Jay Garrick. I love the metal helmet with the wings. Yeah. That's the first Flash I ever remember seeing. And I remember watching, and Klobby's gonna hate this, I'll bring it up again. Smallville. The episode where they do the Justice episode where you see like the Green Lantern's ring and the lantern and all the OG stuff, and you see that metal helmet, and looking over, and my dad's almost in tears looking at this stuff because these were his heroes when he was a kid. So, and listening to him, like, I had that comic. That's the original Green Lantern. He had a whole different outfit. And
I love Alan Scott.
The Justice Society. It made me want to learn more about these characters.
Yep. Integrity 101 does ask an interesting question up there. I mean, I love the Flash, by the way. I'm a big fan. I know our buddy Mike, exclamation Iron, doesn't. But he asked up there, the one he asked before that, I haven't, he wrote, I haven't been this excited for a DC film since MOS, Man of Steel, a decade ago. May I ask why there's so little interest? Ezra's studio incompetence? I would have to say a couple of things, in my opinion. And this is, I wonder you guys say about it. I think Ezra's part of it. He's just, like I said, he could be, if he's like the sweetest guy in the world, an angel who helps puppies and little ladies across the street and everyone loves him. I think he's a terrible casting for Barry Allen. I think Zack Snyder was terrible at casting, but also studio incompetence in the sense that even though I personally hate the Snyderverse, but whether you hate it or not, this movie's just it's going to be a one-off. They've already come out and contradicted it and saying after that we're going to start the whole universe up all over again. So I think that has a lot to do with it. But I'll also say this one thing to you, and I'll turn it over to the buddies here. I think it does have a lot of interest, but none of it has to do with the character of the Flash or Ezra. It's all to do with Michael Keaton.
Yeah,
that's the only interest it's getting is that.
That's right. Yeah. Is the 89 Batman's back. You want to get nuts? Come on. Let's get nuts.
I'm not nostalgic about it, but I understand a lot of people are, and they want to see that. And and even I'm a little curious to see it. I'll admit to you.
And that I want to tell you something. Overnight, opinions changed because there were people that said they would never go see this movie as long as Ezra Miller was on. And as soon as that happened, even Eris was like, "Oh my God, he said the thing. I want to see this movie now."
I understand.
Even Eris of Chaos, who absolutely hates Ezra Miller, who's been on this show about half as much as we all have.
Yeah.
Immediately said, "Okay, it's got Michael Keaton in it. Now I'm curious. I want to see what happens." And I said, "What if he's only in 5 minutes of the movie? Then I'm going to walk out pissed, but I want to see it." Yeah. And we kind of settled on, well, we'll watch it here as soon as we can sail the high seas and have it. But I'm not going to go and spend money on it. I'm just not. If she wants to do that after that, if she's like, "Okay, I like it enough, I want to go see it in the theater," I'll give her my damn Cinemark card and be here. Go ahead. Go ahead and see it, but I'm not going to spend the money on it. He doesn't get rewarded for this, and he's going to make money off of this. There's a bunch of people that are like, "Oh, he's already made his money." No, he hasn't, because he is directly.
Loki, excuse me, it is they have made their money.
Whatever. They have made their money off of this already. Well, guess what? They are going to make a percentage off of how much money this movie makes. Okay, so you can either stand by your convictions and go, "You know what? I really don't want to support someone that that groomed children, that beat the shit out of women in public, that body slammed one chick or neck slammed her, choke slammed her, whatever the hell you want to call it." Right. I don't like him. I don't like him as the Flash. I never liked him in the first movie. Everybody was like, "Holy shit, he's so great." What do you mean he's so great? "Oh, everybody just appeared. I guess it's my turn." Pew! Fucking stupid. Where'd everybody go? I'm like, no, and that's why I said he kind of reminds me of Wally, because he's more joke. He's more of a joke. He's the joke of the whole thing. You know, he's not Barry Allen.
No, he's not. And I'm not sure. Even if they cast somebody really good for the role, I'm not so sure. And again, like I just said, love the character of Barry Allen Flash. I'm not so sure there needed to be a Flash movie at this point anyway. I know it was years ago they planned it. I mean, he was already on the TV show. You're going to put him in a movie played by somebody else. I watched the first 2 years of the TV show and never could get into it. And when I saw they were doing that Flashpoint, which I hate, I bowed out. I was out. The Cringe Woke Network is garbage to me, personally. So I'm not so sure he's a guy that needed to have his own movie that bad anyway, even with the right actor. Again, you call me crazy, but maybe it's fine. If they did a good movie, fine. But it just goes to show you they have no faith in Ezra, because I believe Keaton's going to have a much bigger role. And, of course, so is this weird Supergirl that they're calling Supergirl.
Michael Jeeves says, "It's not standard to get part of the profits. It's an option. Usually it's an option in your contract. You can either get a certain amount of money and get a percentage, or you can get paid up front." Who was it? Joaquin Phoenix got a percentage on Joker. Joker made over $1 billion. Joaquin Phoenix made bank on that movie. Why? Yeah. Because he decided to take a percentage instead of getting paid a big chunk of the movie.
Yeah, Nicholson made a ton on that Batman movie.
Yes, he did. Because he had percentage. He just said, "I want a percentage." And that's what you got to do. You got to say, "I want a percentage. I don't want to get paid this much up front. I want to get a percentage of the movie." It's risky, but if you have faith that movie's going to make a shitload of money, then there's no better way to go.
There you go. Hey, Mark D with the C is here, the chief engineer. He, by the way, congratulations to him. His channel got monetized.
Yeah, I saw that. Congratulations.
I don't see him.
He's here. Said hello. Keely Chow. Hold time.
I'm looking. I don't see him. Got Keely Chow. I see Keely Chow, Integrity 101.
He's back a ways, but he's saying hi. So
Monkey Jeebus.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Ah, there he is. What is up, Mark D with C? Congratulations again, brother. Oh yes, part of the partnership program. Good luck.
Sure.
Good luck. We were kind of going over that this morning, talking about the AI and what the AI is doing.
Well, they lowered the sub requirement. You notice that?
No, I didn't know that. I'm out of the loop.
He only has 700 subs, but I think they lowered it to 500. And I don't know what the hours requirement was.
No shit.
All he needed was his hours, and he got to it the other day. So.
Congratulations.
Yeah, 700 subs, which he will get more subs. I know. Yeah.
Congratulations, Mark D with C, brother. Welcome to the club. Oh my God! I hope you be prepared. That's all I can say. Be prepared.
Behave yourself.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yep. So, by the way, another question, and I know it's sort of there've been comics about him. I know. So you're not going to go see The Flush. Are you going to go see Old Indiana Jones and the Temple of Hip Replacements?
Nope. I will not. I don't see anything Disney. I spent money, and I've already got it packed because I was packing all my vinyl today. I showed it up on Pops' stream yesterday. I spent money on Disney. I got the colored vinyls for Guardians of the Galaxy 3, the soundtrack. Mm-hmm. That's it. I have no interest. I have the whole collection now. I've got multiple copies of the whole collection now. I have no interest in buying anything else from Disney or from Marvel. I got that soundtrack because there's some great songs on there. The acoustic version of Creep is kind of That's the song they play at the beginning of the movie, but
yeah,
I'm not going to give them my money. I'll give it to good music, and almost all that's good music. Almost every song in that soundtrack is great music.
I don't even know what was on it. I mean, I love the soundtracks of the first two. I couldn't tell you one, and I liked the movie more than you did, but I can't think of one song in the movie now, and that's not the case with the first two movies.
No, and there's one song that's in like every movie too. Hold on. Guardians.
Was Come and Get Your Love, and no,
Come and Get Your Love.
They brought it back. It was in the first, and now this one. Yeah. But as far as
that's on every single
but both soundtracks, I listen to them all the time. This one, I didn't even bother going after it. I mean, there's nothing against it. Nothing stood out for me. It was almost like in the first film, especially. Actually, both films. The music was almost like a character in the films, in a sense. In the third one, not so much.
Okay, so you got Reasons from Earth, Wind, and Fire. I'm Always Chasing Rainbows. Dog Days Are Over. San Francisco. Conino Carnival. Do You Realize? Crazy on You. I Will Dare. Come and Get Your Love. Creep. No Sleep Till Brooklyn. And This Is the Day.
Yeah, nothing against any of it. I'm just saying. The other ones were just stood out for me somehow. Those other soundtracks. Badlands
from Bruce Springsteen. We Care a Lot. Faith No More. In the Meantime by Space Hog. Since You've Been Gone. There's some good tracks on it.
Yeah, sure. Oh yeah, I'm saying that. Yeah.
I've got the regular black albums of 1 and 2, which are 2 albums. Then they've got the picture albums that are at Walmart. I do not have those. I never collected those. But I have the special colored vinyl 2-packs of 1 and 2. So all I ended up getting was the colored 2-pack, which was at Target for Guardians 3. That's all I'm going to get. I'm not planning on getting any more. And the only reason why I got it is because I have the first 2 and I want the whole damn collection.
Yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense, dude. There you go. Oh,
What's up, Prince Zhao? What is
Hey.
up, my brother? How are you doing? It's been a
Hey,
minute, but had to stop by and say, all hail, brother. Hell yeah, brother. Guys, if you aren't subscribed to this guy down here, he has some epic gameplay streams. Some epic gameplay live streams. So please, if you will, go and check out his channel. Absolutely wonderful guy. He has a lot of fun playing his games. So check him out. I think we're going to do a Diablo stream in the next couple of days. I think. I don't know. It all depends on if it works or not.
I wish I could play video games. I envy you people who play video games.
I don't normally anymore. I haven't in a long time. So this will be like a first in like, I think maybe a year. It's been a year since I played a game.
Yeah.
So I just don't normally do it.
I miss it. I miss my Madden when it was good. So, it's about the only thing I played. I played one of those Arkham Asylums for a while. That was, but they just don't make games for me the way I want them. I don't want anything complicated. I did see this ad for something called a nostalgia stick. Have you seen that? It comes with controllers. You can just hook it to your TV. It's like 4,000 games or some kind of crazy crap with all old arcade games.
Oh yeah. I can do that with a hard drive.
Yep.
Yeah. So I've got I've got a 24 terabyte mechanical on my gaming computer, and that's filled with nothing but old arcade games, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, N64, GameCube, Wii, Sega CD, Sega Master System, Sega Genesis, Sega Saturn, Sega fucking Dreamcast, PS1, PS2, PS3, and then the Xboxes. All the way up to Xbox 360. I'm not going to play Gollum, Chris Persia.
Mark says I'm great at Fortnite. No, I'm not. I have an Xbox 4. And for a couple of times, I joined the gang. Mark and Dad Man and those guys. They play Fortnite and every night, and I'm horrible at it. And now I can't really do it now anyway because I have to update every time I let my computer go for my game, PS4 go for a while. It takes like 40 hours for an update, which sucks. And then I got to be quiet in my den because my son's sleeping. He gets us to get up early. And I can't really, make much noise. I play that game. I'm like, and here's another thing. I'm sorry, you guys. I guess you know about Fortnite, Loki and CC. Well, they've got these skins that you can get, right. You can be certain superheroes or characters. Yes. Well, it aggravates me because, for example, you can look like Superman, but he's still running around shooting crap. You could look like the Hulk or Spider-Man or whatever, or Darth Vader or whatever, all these different characters, but you're still running around just shooting things. You're not flying around like Superman or Spider-Man. You could look like Spider-Man, but you can't act like Spider-Man. I'm like, this aggravates me.
Have you heard about what they're doing for Pride Month?
No, I can only imagine.
Apparently, they've got some kind of like LGBTQ themed kind of alterations to the interface and all that, and it's
good luck.
Yeah.
And I played both the Jedi games, Prince Al. They're all right. I liked the first one. Second one, I only spent like all of probably a half hour in. I haven't really got to play it that much, but I liked the first one enough to want to play the second one. I just haven't had the time because again, getting ready to move next month. So I am going to play some Diablo though. I have some time set away from that. And the Aliens game's coming out, dude. Aliens, what is it? Dark Tomorrow or whatever it is going to be very much like Aliens, the second Aliens movie. Hold on, let me show you.
Aliens? Cool.
Dark Descent is what it's called. And
is it do you get to beat Ripley or
no? But it's gonna be a Marine Corps game Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can pull up the window. Yeah, I can pull up the window. So this is Dark Descent. You've got Marines like shooting fire and machine guns. It's very, very strategic. I don't know if you can see that or not.
It's kind of small, but you might be able to make the screen a little bigger. If you do a full screen layout.
Can you see that?
A little bit. You can make the screen full screen layout. It might work.
Oh my God, I made a full screen on my thing, but not full screen on
I mean on the StreamYards.
There we go.
That's a little bit bigger.
So you got like a Marine here and a Marine here and a Marine here, and a Marine setting up machine gun turret here and a Marine here. When your Marines die, they are dead. So you got like a Marine carrying this Marine out. If they get hit and an alien drags this guy off, that's it. He's dead. You do not get him back. You got like aliens coming in here. This guy's welding a door shut. You got the Weyland-Yutani symbol here. You got a Marine here, Marine here. It is very strategic. It is very deadly, and acid can spray on your guys. All kinds of stuff. It is a very like this is your 5-man team when nothing's going on. You got someone in the lead here. You got that's a medic because they got the little medic thing. You got a communications guy, and you've got 2 more guys back here. But it looks real good, and it's only going to be $39.99.
Not bad, huh?
So some people are worried because of the price. I can't wait to see it. I've been waiting for something like this for a long time. So I'm excited. I want to see it. And if you pre-order, you get Jonesy running around on your ship. How cool is that?
Yeah. Very, very cool. Nice. That is very good. That's coming out or already out?
That's coming out on the 20th.
Yeah, okay. Wow.
So.
Yeah, I wish they did superhero games. Since they've ruined football games. Since Madden.
I won't play Madden anymore.
Oh, it sucks. Since EA got the monopoly on the NFL, the games have been trash. Madden turned into dog crap. I mean, it's in the game. No, it's not. Not even.
No,
close.
It's not. I used to love the college. I used to love the college.
And they stopped
college
doing
ball.
it again. They're supposed to be coming out with a new one because they're now paying college players. But in some cases, they're going to start paying college players. But it's I don't know. I played. I'm more of a pro football guy, but I played some of the college ones, and they're cool. But they don't want to make them anymore. But and you gotta. I think a number of years ago they ruined the pro one for me when they took away one of my favorite features was Creator Team.
Yeah, create your team.
I like
dude. I loved the franchise stuff like that. Okay, create a team, create the stadium. You create the and then you could run it in franchise mode.
Make your uniform.
Make your uniform, decide what you wanted in the stands, whether you wanted hot dogs, popcorn, pizza, how much you could sell it for. Yeah, they took all that shit out.
You could design your stadium. I spent hours just designing my uniform. So
yeah.
They give you the choice of insignias was okay. It could have been better, but still, that was a fun feature of that game, and they took it away. Because the NFL didn't want you making up your own team or some kind of horse hockey.
Well, what people were doing was they were, number one, they were making old teams. And number two, you could bypass the updated roster and you could just create the new team. So let's say you've got, let's say you were back when Houston left and became the Titans. You could basically recreate the Oilers and have the Oilers playing nowadays with the team they would have had. And they don't want you doing that at all.
They don't want you doing that, and they don't want you you could take today the roster of your current favorite team and just change their name and their uniform and all that stuff. Before you could, and that was like 2010 or 11 or 12. They stopped doing that, and then the game just got. I don't know. I get a craving to play it so much. Sometimes I'll still go back and just play my one from about 3-4 years ago when I stopped playing it because I just want to play football. But it's not the same. That the new ones are, I don't know, drivel. I used to have a friend of mine before she went nuts. She worked for EA, and this was a person that knew the game like I knew it. So we would talk all the time, and I would say, "You need to tell them to do this and do that." She said, "These idiots, I'm telling you, when you pass notes to them and stuff about things that they're getting wrong in the game, they don't understand it because these morons don't understand. They don't watch the game. They don't understand it. So it's not in the game." Anyway. But
No, I agree with that.
Oh well.
What do you got going on? What do you got coming up, Clobby?
Well, at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time tonight, a little under an hour, I'll be doing my wild card Wednesday night. I don't know what I'll do, but I'll sure be doing it loud. Not loud, man. I'll be nice and calm tonight. Nothing to yell about. But and then tomorrow night, I'll be with Tom and the gang, and on at 6 on Midnight's Edge After Dark, and then back at the clubhouse with Raquel, and I don't know if Mark's going to be there or not, if he's going to make it tomorrow night or not, but we got the clubhouse tomorrow night on Thursday nights, and of course Saturday night Star Trek, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, reviewing all of Real Trek, 4 more episodes of Deep Space Nine and season 7. Oh, by the way, Friday night, our good buddy Nick Weiser is having his 100th comic shop at 8:30. It's 100 comic shop talk show.
Tomorrow night?
No, Friday night.
Friday night. Okay.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, yeah. I'll make sure to tune in for that before. I think we're doing the late show this week. I think we're doing it. So.
Well, you should stop on by at least and say hi.
And yeah, integrity. I was addicted to Madden too. I kept getting Madden games up until I think 15 or 16. And then I was like, you know what? Nothing's changing and everything's going backwards. And I can't get all the stuff I used to be able to get.
So cool.
Yeah.
Man. I went to the NFL Hall of Fame in Canton in 2015. And there's a whole wing for every Madden game there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's funny to think how many people there are now who just only know John Madden from the game,
Yeah.
And know the name but have no idea who he was.
Even though he didn't even do the voice on it anymore.
I've got Madden.
The last few years.
It's called Madden Football. It's on PC. I've got the box still. I've got the box and the discs. This is on floppy disk. So imagine that. It's just called Madden Football. That's all it's called. There's no like Madden 99 or Madden 19 or Madden any of that shit. Yeah. It's just called Madden Football. Yeah. Oh yeah. On PC in the box.
Cool. When was that? When did that come out?
Oh, that was shit it was either late 80s, early 90s.
Oh man, remember Sega Genesis had Joe Montana football.
Joe Montana Sports Talk Football. Yep. Montana back to pass. Montana. And that is the only quarterback that it said that with. Everybody else was back to pass.
Yeah, but when it was Joe, cool, Montana back to pass.
Yep. Montana back to pass. Classic. What do you got going on, man?
Well, I think tomorrow I'm probably going to post a review of issue 5 of Avengers War Across Time.
Cool.
And then what else I got? I don't know. I'll probably do a live stream this weekend, Sunday night. I'm not sure what else right now.
Interesting. That's a good. I bought that as well. One of the few new comics I've bought in decades, but just because it was Paul Levitz and Alan Davis.
Yeah. I've been reviewing that and that Batman Joker Deadly Duo series, which is really good, by the way. But those are both ending, so I'm kind of like, I don't even know if I'm going to buy new comics for a while at least.
I hear you.
So I'll probably do some reviews of some old stuff because there's all these, and also I've got a pile of crowdfunded comics like Comicsgate titles and stuff like that I still haven't done, so I need to get to those.
Oh, there you go.
There's always back issues. Yeah. There's always back issues.
CC, you have to come review one with me one of these days just for the fun of it. We'll think of something.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And you too, Loki. One of these
Oh,
days we
you
gotta get
know
on those
it.
reviews we need to do, man.
We need, yes.
Yeah,
We
we're doing
do.
animation. We'll get back to doing one of those again. Of course.
I'm
some comics too. Yeah.
Yep, I'm gonna send you. Dude, you've got my phone number. Text me your address so I can send that to you because I'm gonna send it to you tomorrow.
Oh, you don't have to do that. But
Yep,
I
I'm
will.
gonna send you that Blu-ray for Death in the Family. That way you can watch it and go through all the clicky stuff. And I've got it already. So.
All right, man. Well, I will.
Hell yeah. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Prince Zhao with a $10 super chat right at the end here. Keep up the great work, my friend. 3K subs on the way for sure. All hail. Hell yes. You too, brother. You too. Keep kicking ass and taking names. You got a great show. You got something special, my friend. You really do. Keep at it. Keep at it and keep that dream going and keep it alive. Guys, thank you so very much for being here. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla. We'll be back for Thirsty Thursday in the morning, and we'll have a Dega Outlaw with us tomorrow night for 7 Kinds of Mischief. But until then, be great, be excellent to each other. Always speak friend to enter, and skull and talk and roll.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.